5'9" with the real red eyes, and we dying inside. Oh, bodies in fluoride.
What is good, y'all? This is JV here, and today I got a quick video for you guys. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my overall thoughts and weighing in on the new SM Entertainment debut group, NCT U. Reason I'm doing this video is a lot of people were commenting, am I going to react to them? What are your thoughts? What do you think about them? What do you think about the two different tracks? And I did think that these guys were pretty intriguing, and I did have a lot of thoughts on it, so I wanted to be able to make a video for you guys. And I only really react to hip-hop at this point, but I didn't want to, you know, kind of overlook this group. The reason why it's so late per se is that I wanted to take a little bit of time to really live with these tracks, really let them digest, and kind of give myself a little bit of space between their debut, because, you know, around the debut there's a lot of, you know, circle jerk kind of opinions, bandwagon hate kind of stuff going on. So I wanted to separate myself from that stage as far as possible, give it a little time, live with these tracks, listen to them regularly, and then give my overall thoughts on them. To just start off, gotta say, I like these guys, man. I'm feeling these two tracks. Now, would I say that I'm a fan or a stan of them? Not necessarily. It's obviously really early in the game. I thought the responses to their debut were very interesting and polarizing. I saw a lot of people, you know, rallying to support them, as they should, you know, saying I love them, but I saw people going to two different extremes for some reason. I felt like a lot of it was trolling at this point in response to another person's opinion. Some people are like treating these guys like they're the godsend, the best group they've ever heard, and comparing them to a lot of other groups. And then there's the dead opposite, saying that, oh, all these groups are better than them and they're trash and they're not special. And saw a lot of that, and it was very, very strange to me, because I didn't really feel like they fell on any particular side. I didn't think they were horrible and worse than any of these other recent boy group debuts, and I don't think they're necessarily any better, at least from what they've shown on these two tracks. Yeah, I mean, I thought they were both really solid tracks, but it was just kind of strange to me, because the groups they'd compare NCT U to put them down, and I'm like, those groups are not necessarily that good either per se. But again, I'm not trying to start no fan wars or anything like that. Two tracks, we got The Seventh Sense and Without You. As you can guess, I would imagine you'd be like, well, I like The Seventh Sense better. Yeah, I listen to it more per se, but I don't necessarily like it better. I actually really do like Without You, and Without You is not necessarily the kind of track that I listen to. I'm gonna go track by track. Let's start. Seventh Sense, definitely, you know, a hip-hop trap inspired banger with some kind of R&B low-key vocals. It has a very aesthetic, low-key kind of feel to the production, and a very sensual delivery on the boys' parts in terms of their vocals and bars. From a technical ability, the bars are pretty straightforward per se, nothing necessarily blowing my mind. I did look up the translation, and again, from, you know, a technical ability, a lyrical standpoint, just straight pen game, nothing necessarily that blew my mind per se. I noticed a lot of people really praising their rapping abilities based on this track, and what I would say is that, and I mean this with all due respect, but I think, I'm trying to be as objective as possible, I think this group is impressive to the average person who doesn't necessarily listen to Korean hip-hop or hip-hop period that often. And what I mean by this is, you gotta think that this is an SM group, and SM hasn't really jumped into the hip-hop space like that before. So this is kind of like their first little knock at it. And if you look at their contemporaries, you got SHINee and Super Junior and EXO. And again, they're not hip-hop groups, you know what I mean? They're pop groups with hip-hop in it. But Seventh Sense, I would go to say, is pretty much a hip-hop song. Definitely with R&B, you know, vocals on it, and some more almost pop trap kind of flavored in the instrumental. But I mean, for the most part, a predominant part of this song is rapped. So, you know, I guess that could be a really exciting thing for the average, you know, SM stan or boy group stan, hearing somebody just bring some bars. But again, as somebody who really listens to hip-hop a lot, it's not necessarily something that blew my mind per se, but I think they did a very good job. At no point was I, you know, cringing at the bars per se. I thought it was a strong performance. So yeah, Seventh Sense I really enjoyed. The music video was cool, I guess. It was pretty straightforward. So from that perspective, and then we got Without You, the second track. Really dope. We get kind of like an indie pop rock kind of feel to this. Nice, build up anthemic kind of vocals there on the chorus. I love those chugging electric guitars underneath, the nice, precise drums, and just those real powerful layered vocals on that, man. I think it's a real great pop banger, man. I've had it, I wouldn't say on repeat per se, but I've revisited it a number of times since it came out, and I like this track, man. And again, it's not necessarily the kind of track that I typically listen to, but I think, from a vocal standpoint, they really shine on this song. And so I gotta say, man, this is a really solid debut in my opinion. NCT U is a solid group with solid musical showing so far. But again, I'm not necessarily bought yet. I need more time. I need more music per se. I need to see really what they can do. You know what I mean? You can't judge a group off, their debut and their two first singles that they put out. So, it's going to take some more time to really convince me to see if they're anything particularly special. To say whether I like them or dislike them per se, I would just leave it that I'm intrigued at this point. I'm going to keep my eye out for them. I want to see what they got. I wouldn't say I'm skeptical per se, but I'm hesitant. I'm throwing a I love them or I hate them kind of thing. I like the two songs, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from them. Curious as to what you guys think about these guys. Are you feeling them? Did you think the songs were weak? Let me know in the comment section below. NCT U, this is JV. I love you guys. Bye.